Welcome once again to Channel 18. Our first guest today is Tina. Tina's from the Voter Information League, and she has important information for all of us. So, Tina, we'll let you start.
Well, thank you, and thank you so much for having me today.
Enjoy.
Yeah, we've got a wonderful fair coming up, and it's so exciting. It's the first time we've done this in a while. It is the Harwich Town Committee Volunteer Recruitment Fair, and it's going to be on Saturday, January 28th, so we got a few more days. It's going to be from 10 to noon at the Harwich Recreational Center in the big kind of multi-purpose room, I guess. Is that what they,
it's right over
here?
There, right over
and
there. Right.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And, you know, so I want you to be kind of thinking about is, as a resident, as a Harwich resident, are you looking to get more involved in your community or play a role in your town's government? You know, after this recent election, I think what we're hearing, what we're hearing out in the community is, you know, people are thinking about, how can I get more involved, you know, in the political process? How can I get more involved in what's happening in the town? And so on the Voter Information Committee, we've had conversations about this, and Peg Rose, one of our wonderful volunteers,
you know Peg.
Yeah, on the committee suggested this volunteer fair. So we've had a lot of conversations about this, and here we are.
Yep, very good.
And it's going to be a wonderful event. We're going to reach out. We have several committees and boards and commissions here in Harwich. I think a lot of people might not realize that. And we've got all of these, you know, various committees that serve the town in all of these different ways. So on the 28th of January, here at the Rec Center, we're going to have tables. We've asked all the chair people of these various committees and boards to come to this event and just meet people. And we're inviting the public to come and just kind of wander around the room and ask questions. You've got to get a sense of what your passion is and what your interest is, and come and let's match it up and let's see where we can, you know, fit, what committee, what board might fit the best. And it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, for 2 hours, we're going to be talking, we're going to have applications, because it is a process. So if you find one, you know, as an example, I'm the chair of the Cultural Council here in Harwich. And one of the things that we do is we give grants, you know, to all these wonderful projects in the community.
That's a good thing.
It is, isn't it?
Do a lot of the committees have grants?
You know, I think there may be. I'm not real sure. I don't have an answer to that, but I know that there are various monies aligned to some of the committees. Not all of them, but some of them do have access to certain funds. I know at the Cultural Council, we decide every year, we have, you know, a group of kind of money that comes to us in various ways, and we have projects. You know, people come and apply for various grants. And so on the Cultural Council, what I'll be here at the Volunteer Fair on the 28th in 2 capacities with the Voter Information Committee, also on the Cultural Council. And so people can come and talk, you know, to us, and we can get an idea, you know, what are your interests? Because I know you're a volunteer here with Channel 28.
Yes.
So, you know, and that's what we do. We, you know, what are your interests? What would you like to be doing? You know, what's your experience? And we'll match you up with a committee. And then you can apply. We'll have the applications at the fair, and you can apply, and then you go through a process. You know, you'll be interviewed, that sort of thing, and we'll get you matched up.
I think a lot of people are afraid of that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't like to be interviewed.
Well, you know, you can look at it this way. Rather than an interview, consider it a conversation. You know, have a conversation.
There you go.
Yeah, I remember when I was applying for the 2 committees that I serve on, and they have 2 selectmen that are on the interview committee, but it's a conversation. You know, they have a dialogue and they ask you questions, and you have an opportunity to tell them what your interest is, why are you applying for this particular committee, share your experience, and then the selectmen have an opportunity to tell you a little bit more about the committee, and so you have a good understanding of what your responsibilities will be. And then you go through the process, you're appointed, and it's really a very fulfilling opportunity. I've had a great time. You know, on the Voter Information Committee, on the Cultural Council, it looks like you're having a really good time here volunteering with this. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I wanted just to share also with everybody, Right now in the town of Harwich, we have 32 vacancies.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a lot. And this is one of the things on the Information Committee that we were talking about. You know, how can we make people aware of these vacancies? They are volunteer, you know, it is a volunteer position. And, you know, how can we get more people involved? Because it's interesting, the town meeting that we have every year, it's such a democratic process. You know, people come to the meeting, you know, we go through the warrants, you know, the whole warrant, and we talk about, you know, what's on the agenda, and people have an opportunity to vote. And it's really amazing because across the country, not everybody has that type of, you know, government, if you will, and it's really fascinating. And so when you come and join a committee, you also have a say in what happens with the town through your committee. And it is truly a very democratic process. And so we invite people to come to the Volunteer Fair. Again, that's Saturday, January 28th at the Harwich Rec Center in the big room. Does the big room have a name? It's the auditorium, I guess, the stage, the room with the stage. It'll be from 10 to noon, and again, we're going to have chairs or representatives from all the boards and commissions and committees.
It'll be a pretty crowded room with 32
I hope it will be
committees.
crowded. I hope it will be crowded because that's a good sign. And, you know, but please come. And if you're just even a little bit curious, join us on the 28th of January. Let us tell you a little bit more about the various committees. And we'll walk around with you and introduce you to people, and you can learn a little bit more about how you can be of service and help the town.
Very good.
Yeah, so very exciting. And I think, you know, I think that's all I really have to share about that. But the Voter Information Committee it's a wonderful committee, and our job is to just really reach out to the community, make sure you kind of know what's happening in the town government. You know, we look at the town meeting, we make sure people are informed about what's going to be happening, what are we voting on, how do you get involved, and so it's a wonderful committee to be a part of.
Now, are there any special committees that very much need people?
Actually, we do have a list. We're going to have the list at the town fair. It's also, if you go to the Town of Harwich website, and there is a tab, I think, up at the top where it's, I guess it's boards, committees, you know, there's a tab. If you click on the tab, you'll see, you know, voter information. Just go for the V. I think it's, you know, alphabetical. But go to voter information, go to our page. We do have a link there. We try to keep it current about where the vacancies are. And you can just kind of do a quick scan about, you know, where the different committees are needing people, kind of see what catches your eye, and then come join us on Saturday. You know, just take a quick glance and maybe make a note of what the committees that you might be interested in. Come join us on the 28th and learn a little bit more about those boards and committees. And, you know, we'll answer your questions and kind of get you through the process.
Well, that's a very good idea because I think people are a little bit afraid, you know, going into a room with 32 vacant committees. Where am I going to go?
Well, we will greet you at the door. We will greet you at the door. We will
go.
welcome you. And when you come, I mean, we'll have the members of the Voter Information Committee here. And when you arrive, you know, we'll just kind of get a feel for what you're interested in, and we will, you know, escort you to tables and introduce you to people. And so it's kind of a getting to know you. It's a meet and greet. And it's just an opportunity to find out, you know, what can I be doing in the community? What's out there? How can I serve my community? You know, how can I bring my experience to the table? You know, what can I do to kind of, you know, promote Harwich, really? Yeah, it's very exciting. And so don't worry. If you're a little afraid, don't worry about that. We'll take care of you.
There you go. You got it all planned out for you. Just show up.
Just show up, yep.
There you go.
Just show up.
Right.
Yeah, but again, that's Saturday, January 28th from 10 to noon at the Harwich Community Center. We'll be waiting for you. Just come on in with your interests. And we'll match them up, the passions and the interests.
There you go. So you have everything lined out for you. Now all we need is you. So we look forward to seeing you on Saturday, the 28th at what time?
It will be 10 o'clock, 10 to
o'clock.
noon, and it is floating, so you don't have to be there exactly at 10. Anywhere between 10 and noon, just come on by and, we'll hook you up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank
Tina.
you. Thank you very much.
welcome.
Yeah, and thank you for your service in the community. Thank you. And
You're
thanks to
welcome.
all of the people here at Channel 18, because it's pretty much volunteer led.
Yes.
So
Well,
thank you all
there
for
are
your
two
service.
people who are
Yeah,
professional.
exactly. We have 2 professionals and lots of volunteers. So, and this would not happen without volunteers. And that's the purpose of the volunteer fair.
This is
A
my
lot
six-
wouldn't
this is
happen,
my
yeah.
si- This is my 16th year.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. See, this is a great example of the service that you could give to our community.
Okay.
Thank you.